It is now my pleasure to invite our next Skoll Award recipient this evening to join us here, Chris Underhill of BasicNeeds.
My wife and I were two young 21-year-old volunteers. We were in Africa, and we found ourselves in the laboratory of one of those large hospitals having a pregnancy test. Intentionally. We wanted to start a family early, and the good news was that it was all positive. So we floated out from that laboratory with the wonderful technicians shaking our hands. We went outside into the outside of the hospital, and there in front of us was this huge cage. And in the cage were 5 men. And children were leaning through the cage with sticks and poking. These mentally ill people jumped and screamed. They were in pain. And this very sweet moment that I had shared with my wife, and this very bitter moment layered just on top of it, has been with me all that time. There are 450 million people with mental illness in the world. This is not a small problem. And the gap between the provision of treatment in low and middle income countries is as much as 85%. So people are just not getting the basic treatment. And just in case you wondered, depressive disorders are now the leading cause of disability in the world. So in the year 2000, I started BasicNeeds. We developed this model for mental health and development. And the idea is that people can stay at home. They don't have to go to a grim and often frightening psychiatric hospital hundreds of miles from your home. You can stay at home. You can access treatment. And you can finally get some work, get a job, look after yourself, look after your family, and start to stand proud again, and to reduce that stigma which has crept around your family like a mist trailing around your legs. You can start to feel good again. And better still, you can join a group. You can give voice and power to these thoughts and these ideas that you may have. So all of this then comes together, and we have that enormous privilege of being able to support governments to make better law. And we use our data, and we bring it all together, and we offer it, for example, to the Ghanaian government. And they, in their strength, with groups of mentally ill people supporting them, have brought in a wonderful new act. And we've done that in other countries as well, where our support has been invited and required. Since I started the organization, we have already been able to work with 500,000 people. And this generous contribution means that by 2018, we will work with at least another 1 million people. In the silence, in the loving silence of this hall, as I accept this award, I remind you of those voices way back then. May they rest in peace, and may we stand shoulder to shoulder to do something about this great illness which now is with us. Please, let us get rid of cages. Let us say no more cruelty. Thank you.